Black History Month is underway, and it's a time to highlight, honor, and celebrate Black voices and their contributions in shaping our American history.
And during the busy month of February, we often lose sight of what it means to celebrate and honor Black history. Race and culture expert Dr. Rosemary Allen is here with us. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on.
I'm so excited to be here.
We're lucky to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes, I mean, and let's talk about it. I feel like from elementary school, all of us have been celebrating or at least learning about Black history and culture this month for decades. Why would you say we still need it in 2026? Two naysayers who say, okay, we know, we get it, we get it.
Well, we need it now more than ever. And one of the reasons we need it, and Carter G. Woodson created it way back, was because the achievements and contributions of African Americans were not taught in school. And what we have to understand more than anything is that Black history is American history. You can't separate the two out. However, the month of February allows us to really discuss and talk about history in a way that's not taught year-round. Because year-round it's erased, more erasures, we know what's happening now. It's diminished, it's not discussed. So now we have the space to really highlight the history of African Americans and how it shaped our country.
And you often say that, you know, with history, the dates, the names, that's just a part of that, right?
Yes.
We only focus on what's famous. So what do you mean by that?
Well, that's just a fraction of our history. Black history is about community, about resilience, about creation, and it's about resistance. It's about moving forward and overcoming. And it includes inventors and scientists and artists and just a plethora of people we never talk about. We like to be comfortable. We talk about Rosa Parks and we talk about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King because it's comfortable now, even though it wasn't comfortable when they were doing the work. But we don't want to talk about the true history and the fabric that actually is part of American fabric and all of the ways that Black folks have influenced and shaped this country.
Are you concerned, I guess, with, you know, this administration rolling back DEI efforts all over the place, but even in our schools, K through 12 education? I know my Black children are going to get the education that they need, but when you look at us as a whole, is there a concern there that, you know, all races aren't going to get the education that they need?
Very, very concerned, because we know that representation matters. Children need to see themselves across the board in all of their greatness. And now that President Trump's administration has rescinded the ban on DEI, this opens the doors for teachers to do specifically what they were trained to do. And that is to teach the true history of our country. And as you said, your Black children will learn it, my children did, but Black history is not only for Black children.
That's right.
We have to make sure all children understand all contributions of all people. It's a very dangerous place if we have white children only learning about their contributions, because that is where supremacy is created.
Wow.
They need to see that this country was created by many people, different cultures, different races, and different languages, and then we can develop an understanding and an appreciation for everyone's contribution.
That was beautifully said. For any, you know, white allies, people out there, including myself, what do you hope the conversations that we have in our households?
You know, one of the things that I say is teach your children to love my children. Teach your children to respect my children. Read books, watch documentaries, talk about what's real that's age appropriate. Young children understand fairness. Is this fair? What is unfair? As they get older, they want to do something. Have them write letters, have them reach out, have them do something that makes them feel that they're taking action. And as they get older, and now that I'm a parent of adults, it's harder because sometimes that action can look different from what you thought. But support them in being the people that you prepared them to be.
Something you said to me many years ago was also for, our white counterparts, not to, we don't see color, we don't see, no, see me for
yeah.
who I am. And I
See
think
me,
recognizing
yes.
those differences is where it really begins.
Absolutely. If you don't see color, you don't see me. And if you don't see me, you will not understand the lived experiences I have of not only being a black woman, but raising a black son in this society. And when you see color and you see me, then you can empathize and you can take action and you can work with me.
Beautifully stated,
Yeah.
both of you. Thank
Dr.
you.
Rosemary,
Thank you so much. Thanks for
being
having
here.
me.